unlike the skilled croppers, the framework knitters were outworkers in a position exceptionally exposed to exploitation. Like the weavers, they looked back to better times. Accounts of the second half of the 18th century differ, but from 1785 until 1805, it seems that there was a fairly high level of employment, with wages of 14 shillings or 15 shillings a week for a 12-hour day. But by the turn of the century, the industry was facing difficult readjustments. The sombre tone of anti-Jacobin society led to a falling demand for the gorgeous hose of pre-revolutionary years, although this was compensated for to some extent by the increased demand for plain hosiery and the gradual introduction of machine-wrought lace. The stockingers experienced a growing deterioration in their conditions and reacted with vigor. As in the case of the weavers, magistrates and masters were to be found who attributed the insubordination of the men to the luxury and licentiousness induced by their former affluence. Among the men, the discussion of politics, the distraction of game, or the dissipation of the alehouses was substituted for the duties of their occupation during the former part of the week, and in the remaining 3 or 4 days, a sufficiency was earned for defraying the current expenses. The lower orders were almost universally corrupted by profusion and depravity, scarcely to be credited. The grievances of the stockingers were complex, and the full understanding of them demands a minute attention to the details of the trade. Not only plain and fancy hose, but also gloves, braces, mitts, spider net blouses, pantaloons, cravats, and miscellaneous articles were manufactured in the Midlands, and Leicester, where much fine work was done, was not as badly hit in the Luddite years as Nottingham. But all grievances turned upon the various means by which the least scrupulous hosiers were seeking to economize labor and cheapen production.